defense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away to find some room. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
That's what I'm talking about. Way to set the tone. And if I'm that defensive player, not only did I set the tone, I'm telling them about it the whole way back to the huddle. We got plenty more where that came from. Hey, Cuba, you want to run? Keep coming back.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the point after is good.
Miami, 7, Ole Miss, 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetrate.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Scanning the field, it's dark. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
Miami 14, Ole Miss 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On second down, he'll let it fly. Working the middle. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Didn't even hit nobody
Here
with the
comes
ball.
the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
To the air, it's Ward.
They
Trying to escape and get it
ran
himself. Still running at the 40. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll turn to Martinez.
He started back.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Restrepo. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Quarterback checking off. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Martinez. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good in the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's first down from the 11. Motion from the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Ward. Looking to buy time. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain when you're defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fair catch called for and made. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Dart. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The completion well past the sticks. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll throw it on first down. He's going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And the Canes will boot it away to start the second half.
You see that blow up?
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch.
Take two today. He's a gift.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback touched
I don't feel like going to get the grab.
In there. The Rebels come to the line with a
There
new
was
set
somebody
of
he got
downs.
yards. Why are you trying to compete with me on 30 yards, boy?
They'll give it to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time they're showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback, and they're able to come away with a pick.
Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and
yeah, man, I get one of the good games for you, man.
Back to pass, it's Ward. He'll pull
It happens sometimes.
On the move at the 30.
It happens to me sometimes.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards, pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building.
Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, and the deep. Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rodney built. Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Well, that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. Anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Back to throw, it's Leonard. Finds his man. Running with power.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He's got space. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On the run, still looking. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Can't wait till the new NCAA come out. When come out June.
On third down, going up top.
In the pre-order.
Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on third down.
Over here thinking about my estranged wife.
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
They won't come back.
And they gambled in their...
Don't quit, my guy. Dang, he quit fast. You see the midnight ladies, you need to leave out. Oh. It's safe. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come down there and barbecue with y'all.
Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Arizona State Sun Devils taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
BYU.
The Sun Devils will kick it away first.
What y'all eating with that barbecue?
He's going to bring it out from deep. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Retzlaff. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle.
I'm gonna be like,
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
They're gonna sit back in zone. I'm gonna make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
To the air on first down. feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
BYU with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
It's spicy. I hear you over there.
Tip ball, put it up
Got
for
the choke out
grabs,
there,
and I
spice
thought
over
he
there.
had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Let's see what they've got on 2nd
Look I
down.
have with the salad. Baked potato, y'all just eating barbecue like Neanderthals.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Yeah.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive?
Let's go,
Facing one of
Scatterboo.
the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw
A shot toward the end zone.
Oh, good
And it's
pass.
caught. Touchdown, Cougar.
I hate how things do it.
That is exactly
Good
what
pass. Boy, he dropped that thing in
big
now.
momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And
Yeah,
he's
it
got
seems
the
like he
extra
probably
point,
started.
and it's 7-0 to start this one.
How you
Lining
feel
up
somebody
to cover the
TV
kick after
or
that
race?
touchdown drive.
It feels like people, they got mixed feelings about me. They don't know whether I did, whether I didn't, you know what I'm saying? And people look
He
at you
stopped
different.
short of the 20 at the
Put
19,
you all
and
over
probably
Facebook.
wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
I'm like, he feel kind
Here
of
comes the offense onto the field
discombobulated.
again.
Go, Scatterbo.
From the shotgun, they'll run it.
There he is.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Got it behind the line. It's Scatterbo. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
You don't see
And this
Lion
offense, I
okay, boy?
think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it.
There it
You saw
is. Come
right
on.
there.
Scatterbo.
Dragged down to the
That
turf,
was
but
it.
not
That was
before
your
getting the first
touchdown.
down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Seems like something was going on.
BYU 7.
Seems like a
First
position.
down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Scatterbo. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. They'll go to the ground. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line. Right back to the well. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Catch in the middle, it's Scatterbo. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. They'll try to bully their way for the first.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. The Sun Devils will move the sticks with the first down. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They're bringing heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Forced out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but...
Going over the top. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Catch in the middle, it's Martin. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pocket starts to collapse. Got it in the middle, it's Martin. And they make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. Got the back over the middle. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
He's on fire.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the catch, it's Martin. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Working that left side now. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up.
All right, defense, it ain't working. right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He wants it all.
Oh, good play.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
He's into the end zone, and they'll put 2 more on the board just before halftime. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll try the left side. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
That's the end of the first half. BYU 15, Arizona State 0.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They love it. And the Heat will get home.
So what that noise is? Ready for the big comeback.
Down at the 17.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was trying to beat the D deep. Got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, BYU! And the route is on.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. To the air, it's Sims. They're trying to get to him. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Running to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative...
Fires and picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
QBs have to understand, if I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Red pass, it's complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, BYU 22. Arizona
First down to start the drive after the break.
42, Spike.
They want that clock to run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, BYU! And the beatdown has ensued.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Arnie bounced it off the left upright, but the friendly member bounce, and it's good.
29. Arizona State 0.
He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just... And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Okay.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
Extending the play. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Sun Devils line up to punt it. Oh, trickeration, he wants to throw. And he's got it. Got to get to the sticks.
Well, they thought they had the look they wanted for a fake punt.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Coming after it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully.
And they got him for the sack.
And, man, is that just an indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get to it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the score.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Looking to pass. It's Retzlaff. Dumps it to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The catch is made, but he's beyond the sideline, so they'll turn it over on down.
You know, there are a lot of...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Plows through the defense. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch it with the coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Finds his man. It's Bernard. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. Complete downfield. Oh, look out. The 10. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Hines is back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Golden. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll try it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bernard. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown tie.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Texas 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. He'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. On the option. Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. Back to pass, it's Howard. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw.
And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks and gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball with some speed on the perimeter, and try to make some big plays.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Now to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Ohio State 7, Alabama 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Wants to throw. It's Milrose. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to...
Headed to the end zone. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success process with running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. On the run, fires downfield.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Gonna let it fly. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Looking for room. It's Judkins. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30. There are few things that can impact the game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
And I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the errant pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it up?
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got enough elevates over his man. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Fakes to catch. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. The Buckeyes get it past the sticks. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. Inside the 40. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! How about that D coming up with a play like that? This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Surely they're going to kick this thing away. Tied in the 2nd quarter, they're lined up for an onside kick. And no one can get a handle on it. Ball goes out of bounds on the onside kick attempt. Tie game, and what about this call? Going for an onside kick here in the first half. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this 2nd half. They're lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the 2nd half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tied football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself, but I'll tell you what, now you put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Good, solid tackle.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in 2, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They want to run this quarterback. Got the 1st down, looking for more. Touchdown, Tide! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
90 89 yards on one carry. He almost broke the 100-yard mark on one stinking carry. Nice job. You can see the speed. Nobody can catch him. What a big run.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. The Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Howard. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation where you might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point was good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense wants to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Going to try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme, and there is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up, and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job of making a play for his team.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. An explosive play to wrap up the fourth quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before he carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And you can tell QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but into the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Trying to show their strength with the run on fourth down. Touchdown, Bama! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's loose. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Still running at the 40. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And that critical extra point was good, and we are locked up late. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Delivers the contact. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Out of the gun, the inside give. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. He'll keep it himself. Pirouettes away from the defense. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The defense calls a timeout, trying to get itself organized. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Snowed under by the defense.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. No field goal attempt here. They'll try to break the tie here in the 4th with a touchdown. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
Off the play fake. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I like the try going for 2 there because you're trying to get your opponent to at least have to score a touchdown to win this one. But honestly, guys, with just a couple seconds left on the clock, you're walking out of here with a W.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Good job by the... Put a stop to that return. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.